In sociological theory of crime, crime is explored in relation to social dynamics. Under this, crime is viewed as a social construct. It is analyzed as a human behavior, which is both constrained and also enabled by social context and our social relationships. The drawback of sociological theory of crime is that has been chronicled by white male scholars who held Western assumptions about the nature of crime, deviance, and punishment. Interestingly, it is also has many common factors with various indigenous nations. Concept of relationships between individuals and society. There are many scholars and schools of thought regarding sociological theory of crime. One such scholar was Emile Durkheim. He is a French sociologist and was also critical of biological explanation of Italian school of criminology. Emile Durkheim was a French sociologist critical of the biological explanation of the Italian school of criminology. As per him, society determines crime. Biology does not have any relationship with crime. Crime is an integral part of society. It establishes the moral boundaries of a society. Socio-political norms and related rules and regulation come up after conscious of right and wrong at a community level. Further, these norms give us collective consequences regarding what is crime and what is not is crime. Crime is purely a social factor instead of biological one. It can be explained by the fact that human biological is similar across the world, but crime is different across the world because it is affected by the society. This is the reason that a crime at one place may be not be a crime at another place. Durkheim not only studied crime but also suicide long before it was considered a crime. According to him, social interjection and various rules and regulations can explain differences in suicide rates across social groups. Suicide rates are maximum when society is in a state of anomaly. He gave the concepts of anomaly and emphasizes that they are connected to demonized. He further that destruction of culture was due to residential schools and also it caused psychological trauma that might be the reason behind the high rates of anomic suicide. Drickham also emphasized on restrictions, which is an important part in indigenous approach towards criminal justice. Chicago observed that crime is limited to certain localities. It somehow lessens with the higher residential mobility and higher ethnic heterogeneity. Merton's strain theory exclusively emphasized on strain that is occupied with goal of wealth and low means. Culture theory of crime explains crime as a negative act without any explanation. Cohen particularly explained juvenile delinquency. He emphasized that juvenile delinquency represents as a particular type of subculture. It is a lower class male dominant issue. Lower class aspires of middle class, but they are not able to reach the middle class standards. They somehow want to reach the middle class standard with a new set of values and means. Crime is also included in a way in a that as they want to attain their goals by indulging in criminal activities. Hirsch's social control theory emphasized on why people do not indulge in crime when it is the easiest way to satisfy one goal. Social bonds prohibit in the act of crime. Criminals have weak social bonds. There are four types of social bonds that are attached: commitment and involvement and belief. Labeling theory. Many social scientists gave their inputs on labeling theory. People are considering criminals through symbolic exchanges because the terms bad or deviant behavior is constructed. Moreover, crime is an internal part of society that defines boundary of a social group. Modic symbolic intersection says that we make our world through the symbols we exchange, which mostly compromise our language. Becker labeling theory considering the definition of bad behavior. Uh, Tenable dramatization of evil, stigmatization of labels leads as a person or group of persons to see a criminal. One such example is indigenous youth gangs of Prairies. In fact, sociologist theories say that crime is a product of social conditions and social relationships. As per them, crime is seen as a social problem, not an individual problem. Sociological theories and indigenous principles overlap one another. It emphasizes on relationships and the connection to culture. The concept of anomy explains the impact of the cultural destruction that occurred to indigenous people due to residential schools. Moreover, the discussions regarding restitution is related to contemporary indigenous justice practice. As per learning theories, all behaviors, including criminal behaviors, are learned that occur on the basis of social interactions and associations. The social intersections have direct bearing on antisocial behavior. The social environment comes up with the experience that affect the patterns of behavior. Declinal lens understand the impact of historical and ongoing abuse affect the learning and reinforcing patterns of behavior. The social influence that have been impacted indigenous people's involvement in justice system are structural racism, colonialism, and complicity of the federal government of Canada. As per different association theory, there are 9 proportions. First one is criminal behavior is learned. Second one is it is learned through people to people interaction. Third one is learning occurs most totally within the interrelated personal groups. Fourth one is learning of criminal behavior, compromise of motives, drives, and attitudes. Fifth is the specific direction of motives and drives learned through set norms and rules. Sixth one is delinquency occurs when motive behind violation of law get favorable. Seventh one is differentiation association may differ in frequency, duration, priority, and intensity. Uh, Eighth one is mechanism for learning criminal behavior are same as their other learning. Ninth one is criminal behavior is an expression of values. As per learning theories, all behavior is learned and including criminal behavior. The environmental and social influence impact the exposure to favorable and unfavorable towards crime. Mechanism for learning are different across different groups and cultures. Thank you.